This Fullmetal Alchemist deck is all about equivalent exchange, but did the brothers bite off more than they can chew? Well, let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Mob here, and today I'm going to be giving you my personal deck profile for this yellow Fullmetal Alchemist deck that revolves around Al and Ed. Make sure to like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. I upload daily duels and deck profiles for different anime TCGs. Alright guys, here we go. These are going to be the action points for the deck that I'm using. Pretty much because, you know, she is a support card in the deck, and yeah, other reasons, don't worry about it. Alright, so as mentioned, this is all about equivalent exchange. The only raid card in this deck is going to be Ed with the support of Al. Now, what do I mean by equivalent exchange? There's a lot of giving and taking, grabbing stuff from life, throwing stuff into the trash, and then bringing them back for some power. So if you guys want to quickly grab the deck profile, link down below to my website. There you can grab every deck profile, as well as English proxies and translations and guides for all the decks that we cover here on the channel. Alright, let's begin. As I mentioned, this deck is going to be revolving around Ed and Al, with Ed being the raid character. There are 8 raid Eds in the deck. So here it is, Edward Elric, 0 cost. This is your basic 0 cost with an amazing trigger of adding this to your hand, 1500 BP. Next we have Al. Now, while Al is not a raid card in the deck, you still want some of them in the trash because you might be able to actually bring them back. And the effect here is really relevant for this deck. 0 cost, on play, draw 1 and trash 1. Now, very specifically in this deck, it's okay to draw a card and then trash as many Als as you can. The 0 cost ones, the 3 cost, and even the 4 cost. You want them in the trash because you will get benefits from bringing them back later. The trigger here is going to be adding 1 card to your hand, and it's a basic 1500 card. So we are running 4 of these. The next card is going to be Trisha Elric. It's a 0 cost. You can activate this during your main by resting this card. This character gets +1 energy. Then at the end of your main phase, you are going to be retiring this character during this turn. So in this deck, you want to grab a specific field card ASAP. It's a 3 cost. This card will allow you to set it up very early in order to get the energy that you need to play that card ASAP. So we have 2 of these Elrics, these Trishas in here. Now for these 1 cost Edwards. So on play, look at the top 4 cards. You grab an Edward, an Alphonse, or a Gate of Truth. Now, if you already have a lot of Eds and Alves, definitely grab Gate of Truth ASAP. You want at least 1 or 2 in the backline for the whole game. Place the remaining onto the bottom of your deck. Then you trash 1 from your hand. Now, once again, luckily in this deck, it's pretty easy to trash just all of the Owls that you have. So running 4 of these. So yeah, Gate of Truth first, Owls, Gate of Truths, Eds, Raid Eds, then Owls as the last one. Then trash the Owls. Now we have this 2 cost Edward Alphonse. This has Step, and if the Gate of Truth is on your area, this character gets 500 BP. The 500 BP will persist between your turn and the opponent's turn, making it a 3500 for a 2 with Step. Really powerful. Most likely you are not going to be using Step. Ed is going to be on the front line as much as possible, pretty much doing all of your damage. The trigger here is drawing 1 card. Running 4 of these. Next card is going to be Winry, which is, yeah, that's why I'm running these guys here. Alright, so it's a 2 cost. If there is an Ed on your front line, increase the character's generation by 1, which in this deck, it's only these 2 characters on the front line. Then, you get +1 energy, then main, rest this card, choose 1 character on your area, it gets 500 BP during this turn. That's a really great effect. That's a really good effect. So the trigger here is active of 3000, give somebody that. This is 1000 BP. So, best case scenario, you want 1 or 2 Winrys in the back, and then 1 or 2 Gate of Truths in the back, and that's going to be your back line. We're running 2 of these. Now we have this event card called Let's Go Home Together. This costs 2. So, activate main, add 1 Ed or Al from the trash to your hand, and that's anything, any cost, if it's a raid or not. Then you play up to 1 Ed or Al with fulfilled energy and AP from your hand to your area rested or raided. So in this thing, the best case scenario is going to be you're going to be grabbing a raid card Al that a raid card Ed that has been either destroyed or trashed. Then you can raid upon it. Otherwise, you're going to be bringing back owls, and we're going to be seeing some owls here that actually have effects when you play them with an effect. The effect is going to be from this card or a much later Ed. So it's an extremely powerful card because you search and you don't even have to summon the one that you grabbed from the trash. You grab anything from the trash, maybe you can set up future turns, then you play one from your hand as long as you fulfill the energy. So this is an amazing, crazy good card. So running 3 of these. Next off, we have this 3-cost owl. On play, if this character was played by an effect, something like this, you get to draw 1 card. That's really good. Then activate main, trash 2 cards once per turn, set this character to active. This character will then get 500 BP during this turn. So the first effect is amazing. The second effect you probably won't be using too often unless you really need to get an attack that turn that you summon this. You can also activate the main effect if you just summon it regularly as well to get some early damage. The damage here is 3500. The trigger is active a character 3000. This is going to be running 4, and then once again, owls, you want them in the trash ASAP so you can bring them back for more effects. Now for the Gate of Truth, really important card. This is a field card for 3 costs. This field cannot be chosen by your opponent's effects. On play, if there is an Ed or Owl in your area, frontline or backline, you're going to be drawing 2 and trashing 2. You guys know the deal already. Grab your Eds, grab your Gates, destroy these Owls. Then activate later, main, and rest this card. This thing comes and rested, so you won't be able to use this ability the turn that you play it. However, in future turns, you can place 1 card from your life area to the outside, some equivalent exchange here. If you did, look at the top 6, grab 1 character card and add it to your hand. So I wouldn't really recommend using this ability too often unless you really need a really good raid Ed card to help you push and end the game. Otherwise, it's really good in the backline. It's 2 energy apiece. The highest card in the deck is a 4. So once again, it's 1 or 2 Gates of Truth and a couple of Winrys, and then you're good to go, man. That's your backline. So running 3 of these. And remember, this thing can be searched as well by your searching Ed. So it's really powerful synergistic card for the deck. Next, we have Equivalent Exchange. This is your 4 finals of the deck. It's a 3 cost. When you activate it, activate 2 of your AP cards, giving you more actions to play. If this is a trigger and it's your final card, you go ahead and heal 1. So running 4 of these. Now for your 4-cost cards. This is Alphonse Elric. So when in the outside area, if you have a Gate of Truth in your area, which is going to be in the backline, you're going to be reducing the energy of this card in your outside area by 1, making it a 3 cost. Now, we haven't seen a card where this matters, but you'll see in an upcoming Ed deck why it does matter. So it says impact negates, then on play, you may pay 1 AP. If you did, you can choose one of the following effects. However, if it was played by an effect via summoning by the other card or an upcoming card, you get to choose all of this. So choose 1 or all, rest 1 of your opponent's frontline characters, or set this character to active. This is 4000 BP, really amazing and nice card. The trigger here is rest a opponent's frontline, and the next time it would be active, it is not. So this is the best card to play from the trash, as long as you got your Gate of Truth in the back. Otherwise, you can still even summon it with the Let's Go Home Together, which is awesome. 4 of these. Next off, we have one of our first raid cards of the deck. This is a 4-cost Ed. It raids on Ed and it has impact 1. On play, you can look at the top 6 cards. Then grab 1 character or field and add it to your hand. The rest go to the bottom. If you did this, you're going to be getting rid of the raid source underneath this to the trash. Then this character is no longer in raid state. Meaning if you choose to search, you lose the bottom card and then you lose everything that's below the raid. Meaning you lose impact, which is the only thing you actually do lose. So if you don't need impact that turn, you play this kind of early, you want to grab more cards and fields, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, impact's super important in Union Arena, so this is going to be a tough choice whether or not you want to remove impact or not. The trigger here is raid or add to, if you can, 4000 power. 4 of these. Now, time for your other raid card, another Ed. So your turn, this character gains 500, making it a 4000 power. On play, choose one of the following effects. The first effect here is draw 2 and trash 1. The second one is if it's your turn, you may play 1 Owl with a required energy of 3 or less and 1 AP from your sideline to your area rested. If you did, place 1 character's raid source under this card to the outside. So the first effect here allows you to draw 2, trash 1, and you get to keep the extra 500 damage. Nothing happens. If you choose the second one, you get to play an owl from the trash. That's a 3 or less. Then this thing loses the raid and becomes a 3500 only. But playing the owl is really strong because remember, this one, it's a 4. But if you have the Gate of Truth, it will become a 3 cost. So this is your best combo in order to have more bodies on the board and do more damage. Now you must keep in mind as well that even though the raid here, the trigger here is raid or add, the second part, it's only if it's your turn. So if you activate this off a trigger, you won't be able to play Owl. However, if you do decide to do it, you get the body on the board at 4,000, and you still get to do the draw 2 and trash 1. So once again, choices, moving around, equivalent exchange, that sort of thing. Now for the last card of the deck, this is going to be Fullmetal Alchemist. Oh, you said the name of the anime. This is 4 costs. Choose 1 character on the front line, 3,000 or less, and sideline it. However, if you have an Ed in the deck on the field, which the whole deck is Eds, then it's 5,000 or less. The trigger here is special, and go ahead and retire it. So that's it for the deck. We're running 4 of these. This is a really cool, fun, and interesting deck. It might seem a little annoying to know which cards, which ones do I want to keep in my hand, which ones to destroy. But as long as you just remember, get rid of the owls, throw them in the trash, make sure you have a good balance between raid Eds and regular Eds, then you're good to go. I feel like the weakness here is not being able to really have enough energy to generate the good stuff, which is why you have a little bit of support from Winry here and a little bit of support from the 0 cost Trishas to help you get that 3 energy ASAP in order to play that 3 cost Gate of Truth. So it's a really nice and solid deck, and I highly recommend this one if you want to play a full Alchemist deck. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want every deck profile of every deck that I cover plus more that we don't do videos on my website over here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.